Hello, ActiveSage here on the Sage channel, and I heard somebody was begging for a static soldier of some sort to defend their things. Well, it's finally here. Now, the way I built the static soldier is I didn't build it. What I did is I took the character model that already exists in-game. I went ahead and spurted my camera out, but there we go. Took this character, exported it, or I should say imported it into Maya, posed it as I liked, standing pretty much at attention, imported the weapon from the game, stuck it in his hand, merged them all together, and exported them after some tweaking of the materials to make sure they would still work. And voila, there you go. It is a static block that can hold a weapon. And yeah, he'll just stand there and take guard on you. And he doesn't have a huge collision volume, so you can still walk past him if you got two of them standing side by side. Pretty overall nice. And actually, if I was to go ahead and show you, you can place him in a bunch of silly ways if you see so fit. Unfortunately, I have not set him up to be pasted only against his feet, so you could put him in like that, which is quite silly. But then, of course, if you felt so inclined, you could always do that, and, well, now it just looks like there's a mirror there, doesn't there? No, not quite. Well, there's more to this guy, too. If I was to go ahead and run down here through this door, you can see I have a fair few of them sort of guarding my hallway. As you might expect, you could use these things quite easily as decoys to scare your enemies off if they are far away. Once they get close, of course, they'll notice, hey, something might be up. They're not moving. Their lights aren't on. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this final room here. And you can see an assortment of different colors. That's because this character and its gun, of course, use the in-game normal files, which means coloring is a breeze. You simply go ahead, select whichever color you would like, and use middle mouse button on them whenever you have a block selected so you can colorize them however you see fit. And also, over here, I have added build states to them. So I basically went in with that model I had imported and deleted very specific certain bits to make it not look so complete. I was originally going to delete the head too, but well, what do you know, the model's not actually designed to be missing its head, and I didn't quite feel like retweaking it too much, so just gonna have to do with a head. But as you go on with the build states, you can see it builds up more and more until it pretty much looks like a soldier, or at least like an astronaut. In fact, it does. He's missing nothing compared to this one where he's missing some stuff, and this one where he just looks like a silly civilian who shouldn't be out there. But yeah, they all have their backpack on. I wanted to delete the backpack originally from this guy. Not so great. Again, model's not exactly meant to be without a backpack as far as I could tell. But anyway, let's look at this one. What's missing with him? Just the gun. Like I said, the idea being you could use him as maybe a civilian decoy, or if you want him in the background. His hand is indeed in a silly way, but that's of course so if you finish him, there we go, his weapon shows up in that spot. And if you look on the right side of your screen now, you can see what is displayed there, which are his needed construction components and all that to build this sort of thing. And it's not too bad, actually. Not too bad. Anyway, that's him. You can also, by the way, color the build state. So if I was to do that, you can see now we have these wonderfully terrible yellow build states. Or if we cared to have another color, we could have this sort of light blue. And there we go. Now they look like Frost Troopers, or at least Frost Expeditionists, because they don't exactly look like they're too fit for space, do they? Anyway, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoy this model. It'll be in a download link down below, so you can go ahead and download that. And oh, would you look at that? Annotations on your screen to go ahead and click to see other things if you feel so fit. Anyway, thanks a bunch, guys, for watching, and I'll see you next time.